The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my configure terminal mode and I'm going to begin to write my list. Now, to write this list appropriately, we want to use a very optimized list organization so that we don't require too many entries. The longer a list is, the more router memory it takes to process the list when it has to filter traffic. So I want to keep the list as short as I possibly can. What I'm going to start with is I'm going to start with the first deny entry. Let's go ahead and use access list 101 as our number. That will indicate that it is an extended list because of the list number. We will then deny the TCP protocol, and I want to deny my router B 2.2 interface from getting to that router D serial interface, the 253.2. So I'm going to use the host value here to identify only the address of the 172.16.2.2 device. This is indicating the local Ethernet interface of the router B, and that's what I'm going to start with. Now I want to make sure that I'm denying its access to host 172.16.253.2. What that is the serial interface of the router D router, and I want to make sure that this is equivalent to. And I'm going to use the word telnet. Now if you notice, I have used the word telnet. I could also use port 23. You'll actually notice that either the number or the word is supported for any of the well-known ports. If a port is not well known, you can use any port number range that you specify here. It's up to you, but if you notice, if I scroll down, I do have the ability to use the telnet word or port 23, whichever suits me best. I'll go ahead and use port 23 here for my first list entry. And do notice the $sign that you see at the beginning of the line. That only indicates that the line itself was longer than what the terminal could display, and it wanted to give you full capabilities to type in. So it truncated in front of the line, although the command itself is still there. In fact, if you use the up arrow key and use the Control A to get to the beginning of the line, you'll actually notice that the entire line is in fact there. What I want to do now is I want to deny those networks from getting to that server for the purposes of web.